Spurgeon here with RevZilla to talk to you about the Alpinestars Stella Amok jacket available at RevZilla.com. So what you're getting with the Stella Amok is you're getting a nice hip-length cut. It's going to be a perfect touring option for you ladies out there looking for tackling 3-season warm weather riding. What you're getting is a fully meshed chassis. You are getting the Alpinestars Drystar waterproof liner, and you also are getting a removable thermal liner. So you have two removable liners, you pull those out, plenty of airflow for the summer months. You put them in, you can tackle the fall, spring, and even push it a little bit into that 4th season of winter before you really need to step up into a true winter piece. Now, when we're taking a look at the Stella Amok for sizing, Sarah on my left-hand side measures 37-inch chest, 39-inch bust, 32-inch waist, and a 39-inch hip. She stands at 5'8" and she weighs 165. We have her in a size large and it fits her perfectly. So as long as you're using Alpinestars size chart, make sure you get your measurements right. You should have no surprises there. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, sizes will range from small up to 2XL. And there's two different colors available. There's going to be the black gray that Sarah is wearing, and there's also going to be a dark gray version to match that. Now, as far as Alpinestars is concerned, these are going to be a premium player out of Italy. And what you're going to see with the Stella Amok jacket is this is going to be a premium level jacket from Alpinestars for ladies out there looking for a quality touring piece. Around that $320 price point, this is going to sit at the top of their lineup. This is going to give you CE level 2 protection in the elbows, the shoulders. You're also going to be able to add chest protection as well as back protection with the Nucleon chest and back protectors. So there's a lot of functionality going into this piece. And if you want to match it up with the matching pants, the Sonoran pants, the Stella Sonoran pants from Alpinestars will match perfectly with the Stella Amok jacket. Remember, when you're looking at Alpinestars lineup, anytime you see Stella, that means it is for female riders. So don't confuse that with the standard Sonoran pants. You're not going to want to get those confused. You'll end up with a pair of guys' pants. They're not going to fit you right. Now, when we're taking a look at the Stella Amok, what you're going to start with on the collar, we're going to work our way through this. First and foremost, you have a nice snap at the collar, or a nice Velcro rather at the collar, but you do have a hook back. So if you're not using it, you can hook this back and you can leave it nice and open for you. Personally, I like to have my collar open just a little bit, and I love the fact that there's that little hook back so it's not flapping around back and forth in the wind. You do have a nice rolled collar with this. It's a nice microfiber, feels comfortable against the skin, and as we're working our way through this, you're going to see a lot of materials coming into play. So you're going to have a 600D polyester. You're also going to have 600D Dobby material at the elbows at your impact zones, 450D air mesh, which is going to work through the entire chassis, which is going to maximize that amount of airflow. And then you're also going to have that Drystar waterproof liner with this, as well as an 80-gram thermal full sleeve liner. So just keep in mind, you have a lot of different materials coming into play, working together to maximize comfort, airflow, as well as protection. Now, with the shoulders, what you're going to notice, the armor that comes in this is the new Alpinestars Bio Air armor. What I like about this, and actually I pulled a piece out, they've specially shaped the women's armor to be a little bit smaller than the men's, so you have a much better fitting armor. You're also getting CE level 2 protection. You're maximizing airflow with the honeycomb design, and it's going to give you a maximum amount of comfort because you have a nice flexible reusable armor here. So no matter how many times you go down, the armor is repeat performance technology that's not going to wear out over time. And oddly enough, it smells fantastic. I don't know why, but it has a really nice perfumey scent to it. So if that's important to you, your armor is going to smell great as well. I like the fact that Alpinestars gives you the premium armor in the Stella Amok, and I like the fact that they size it up for women. They don't just throw in the men's armor in this jacket. It's a big thumbs up for me for you ladies out there. As you work your way down, so I'm going to hold your arm up for a second. You do have a bicep adjuster, really nice slide adjuster. You can just set it to where you want it, and you let it go. Really going to articulate the fit down to maximize so you don't have that extra material flapping around when you are in the wind. And then when we get to the wrist on this, you have a single Velcro closure at the wrist, easy on, easy off, and you just set the Velcro where you want it to sit, and you let it go, you go out and you enjoy your ride. Working your way down the front of this, again, you're going to have that massive amount of 450D mesh material working its way for the airflow, so you're going to get a ton of airflow in the summer months. Clean lines, you do have the A-Star logo right across the chest, and you have simple hand warmer pockets working on the inside of this. Now, you're also going to see that 600D polyester really lining the chassis, making sure it holds everything together, giving you the protection you want if you are to go down in a crash. Now, Sarah, I'm going to have you face sideways, throw that hand up in the rider position, and you're going to see a few things happening on the arm. First of all, You have the A-Star logo, which is going to be a pop of reflectivity, as well as the pop of reflectivity down around the bicep. You'll see accordion stretch coming in at the elbow for maximized comfort. And then you're going to see that Dobby material that I was talking about, where it just beefs up your impact zone. So if you are to go down in a crash, it does give you that extra bit of reinforcement so you don't have to worry about thrashing out your elbows. Now, as you work your way down the back on this, you're going to see that mesh material working its way to the back of the armpit, maximizing airflow in the areas where you tend to overheat. And then you have that full textile construction to the chassis as you work your way down to the waist, and you do have a Velcro adjuster at the waist. And you can see it's a little bit below the waist. It sits just at the hips with this particular piece, working great for you touring riders out there if you're more of an upright position. And because of the accordion stretch, if you're on a sport touring bike, you can put yourself down in a little bit more of a tuck position for you sport touring riders as well. Sarah, you can go ahead and face backwards. I'm going to have you pull the ponytail out of the way. Starting with the top, you can see really clearly that nice rolled, just microfiber collar. This really comfortable. As you work your way down, Alpinestars Drystar at the top, just a little pop of color at the top of this, and you can see the mesh is going to be again outlined with that 600D nylon. As you get to the bottom, nice Alpinestars logo, but it's really that massive amount of mesh in the back to help the airflow that's pushing through from the front really pull out to the back. The other thing you'll notice is that there's going to be a foam pad in here. This is just a placeholder, ladies. What they do, and what I like about Alpinestars is they leave this in, so when you're trying the jacket on for size, you can get an idea of how it fits once you swap over to the back protector. But keep in mind, this is just going to be a pad. It's not protection. You're going to want to pull that out, and you want to upgrade to the Nucleon back protector. And then when we get to the front, one of the things that I like about this is that Alpinestars will allow you to add the chest protectors as well. Sarah, you can go ahead and face forward for me. I'm going to have it unzip. So you have the main YKK zip at the front. Unzip that, you have a nice wind-stopping liner, or a nice wind-stopping placard behind the zipper, and you get to your first liner on this. Just hold the main side open for me on this side. So what you're going to see is you do have a waterproof Napoleon pocket on the outside, and then what you're going to see with the Drystar liner on this is it can be worn as a destination liner as well. So when you get to where you're going, the campsite, or the hotel, and you want to go out to dinner, you still want to have that waterproof protection. You want the thermal to keep you warm. You can take the armored chassis off and give yourself a little bit more comfort by just wearing the Drystar liner underneath. Now, Sarah, you can go ahead and unsnap that for me. And as she unsnaps that, you're going to notice the Alpinestars logo done really nicely on the buttons, and you have that full zip design with, again, maximizing waterproof protection behind the placard. And then when you get to the inside, you're going to see that nice quilted thermal liner. Again, 80 grams quilted, whether you're just wearing this with a t-shirt underneath. What I like about the thermal liner is it just adds a little bit of comfort against just wearing that Drystar liner against your skin. That Drystar liner has a little bit of that raincoat feel to it if you're wearing it just against your regular t-shirt skin. So by adding this, it just adds a little bit of comfort to it while maintaining the overall style. And the other thing you notice is at the very top on this, it's a nice quilted mesh that's going to, again, feel comfortable against your skin. And even if you're just wearing that Drystar liner, it has a really nice, comfortable feel to the collar. So they're really thinking about how you want to configure this and how you want to wear it. And they want to maximize your comfort for no matter how you want to configure the overall setup. Sarah, you can zip up for me. Now keep in mind, while she's zipping this up, it does have that 360 zip, so if you want to match this up with the Sonoran pants, you can do so, and you can give yourself a really nice two-piece touring suit. So keep that in mind when you're considering the different options in Alpinestars lineup. Now, there's a lot of riders out there that are currently using Alpinestars gear, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device to read other rider reviews from women that are already out there using the Stella Amok jacket on their bikes. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate to pick up the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Alpinestars Stella Amok jacket. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.